Welcome to Dan's Messy Garage. I am in my messy garage today. And I'm going to be working on a 66 Mustang coupe that was in an accident, obviously. The owner said that it was parked at an apartment complex, and he came out in the morning and saw this. Now, I already, it was red up to here, but when I was power washing it, I purposely blasted off as much paint as I can, because I'm going to cut it off there. And I've already got a quarter panel from another Mustang. I'm going to cut this one off there, and then graft that into this. I bought a new tail panel. I bought a new valence panel, and I got one of these corner pieces because this one is there, but somebody cut it off. So I bought one just in case. If I don't need it, I can take it back. The deck lid has some dents in it, some scrapes and chips, but overall it's pretty good. I'll be able to pop these out and fix that. And I'm going to probably paint the whole car. Not sure yet. This does have some bubbly paint along the wheel lips. The rest of the car is in real nice shape. And what I'm doing in the trunk here, see the towel laying there, I'm taking some Evapor rust. Now this stuff is wonderful for removing rust off parts. And I put a towel there and I soaked up Vapor rust. I'm going to let that sit there overnight. And what that's going to do is remove all that rust there. Now, these were all rusty bolts here, but I soaked them in Vapor rust for a couple hours and they're in good shape. So, without further ado, I'm going to have to start working on this. I plan to drill out the spot welds that are along the bottom here, and same thing on that panel. Then I have to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. But I know one of the first steps is remove that section. Let's get to work. The first step is going to be to remove this tail light assembly. It's only held on with 4 screws. I already took 3 out. Okay, that actually is still usable. It's got a little scuff on it, but it'll be all right. Put that in here. Okay, now I gotta assess the next step. All right, next I'm gonna remove this rear valence panel. When you take things apart, take a Ziploc bag or a plastic bag and label each part, and then you put the screws in the bag. When you go to put it together, makes life a lot easier. Keep the license plate screws. Because I'll probably still be driving this as I'm fixing it, so I can put the plate back on. You can see somebody worked on this car before. I already found 3 different kinds of screws holding the valence panel on. I noticed when looking underneath, these backup lights aren't hooked to anything, so they must have taken that from a different car. This car might not have reverse lights. I know they were an option. Put the screws in here. Throw that in there. Well, that last attachment is crimpled. There's a screw that goes through here, and there's a nut on the inside, but there's no way I can get to that, so I just got to get me a big pry bar here. Break this off of here. Just like that. Okay. Get that out of the way. Okay. I think all this is welded on. Yes, it is. So what I'm going to have to do is come along here with a little grinding wheel, grind this to expose the little divot or dent where the welds are. Then I can drill them out. Now I don't plan on replacing this whole tail panel. I'm only going to do like from here over. I'm going to pick a spot where it's easy to get to from the outside, the inside, which would be in the middle here. And I want to study where that quarter panel there was cut, and then try to duplicate the cuts inside the trunk here. And then I got to figure out which one I want to cut first. We're getting there. Okay, I was looking at this closer here. There's a panel runs across the bottom of the car here. I did not buy that piece. I think I can save it though. It's got some bad bends and crinkles here. But what I'm going to do, start cutting the parts off so I can get access to straightening that thing out. So I'm going to cut that off. I could try to drill those welds, but I can drill them later. Right now, I think I'm just going to cut that and see if I can beat and pound some of that out. And in a case like this, I really don't have a plan. You just got to start doing it and go with it from there. I'm going to put you on time lapse and start wailing on this. Okay, I got that cut off. I had to cut a big section off so I can see what's going on here. I need to straighten this out because I want to use this trunk drop-off pan, and I'm going to cut the other quarter panel over there. I'm going to cut that trunk pan off, and then use this. Yeah, never mind. I'm thinking and trying to talk at the same time, and that doesn't work. Okay, there is a bumper brace here that's got to come off because this one's bent. And we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. It's hotter than heck in here, and it's super humid. And I've had enough. So I'm going to call it quits here, and then we'll pick up again later. Bye.